Welcome this morning. Doing a Pilates class. You're going to need a ball, need your tube, and a chair or a stool. Chair I'm going to hold on to, and I'm also going to use it to do dips. So you can find a spot that works for that. All right, so let's warm up. Bouncing, bouncing. Do you remember those little hippity hop balls we had when we were kids that had a little handle? You jump around on it. This reminds me of that. Jumping jacks. Sometimes this makes me dizzy. I'm doing pretty good today. Good. Do as many as you need to get warmed up. And then a little coordination. Good. Abs tight, always using your middle for balance. It's your base. Good. All right. Hold right there. All right, so legs wide gives you nice support. I want you to challenge your balance by keeping your legs in close, tightening your middle, relax your shoulders. Grow tall and lift one leg. Think about using your abs to hold that leg up. Good, and switch. Using your middle for balance. Good, relax your shoulders. Nice, and then switch and switch. Using your abs. Try to keep little movement in the ball. That way, using your core for balance. Good. All right, grow tall, hands up on your shoulders. Inhale and exhale, lift a knee and rotate. Inhale and exhale, rotate. Imagine yourself as being a dish rag, a wet dish rag. You're gonna wring yourself out, so wring it out through the center. Try to relax the hip flexors and use your exhale to squeeze everything out of your center and rotate. Try not to let your hips move. Hips are cemented into the ball, and you're just rotating the rib cage around the spine. Good, inhale and exhale. One more time on each side. Inhale, grow tall, relax the shoulders. Exhale, pull everything into the center. Use your obliques to drive that rotation. Good job. All right, set your ball to the side. We'll use it again later. All right, grab your tube. Oops, we're gonna do lunging side arms. So step on your tube with your left foot. Left foot on the tube. The outside handle is gonna have the most length to it. You're gonna step wide so that you're in a deep lunge. You wanna make sure that your knee, your right knee, is right over your right ankle. You're gonna take the handle into your right arm, lift the chest, square your shoulders and your hips forward, and just open. Good, close and open. So there's no movement actually in this elbow joint. It's not doing this. It's completely flat, and you're just working that rotator cuff. So nothing moves here. You're not rotating here, just here. Good, working the small rotator cuff muscle. So think about your pelvic floor. Lift it up and in. That's what is holding all your insides in, especially you women, it's holding your female parts in. Remember the Kegel exercises when you were pregnant? All right. Turn your hand over so palm faces your body and just pull here. Take a look at my wrist. It does not bend. So I can only lift this high. If I wanted to lift higher, I would have to bend my wrist to do it. And that's not what we're going for. We're only using this muscle right here to lift. Good. There's a squirrel running around wild up and down these two trees out here. I don't know if you can hear them. All right, now you might need to get a little more slack on your tube because this part's gonna be tight. So you're gonna pull, and then keeping the humerus still in space, you're just gonna open. Good, close and release. And that is a little tight, so I'm going to loosen up the tube. Pull, open, close, and release. And so you hear people having rotator cuff surgery. All too many times I hear that. So what we're doing here is strengthening those little rotator cuff muscles so that we don't have issues with them. So pull, open, close, and down. Try to keep that elbow at 90 degrees. Let's try that. Can you do one more? Good. Stay in your deep lunge and switch hands. Overhead press. Good. Now you might want to tighten it up for this one, but make sure you're staying in your deep lunge. Try not to lean one way or the other. Try to stay perfectly upright. Good. Exhale. Think about drawing your ribs down to your hips. Your abs are tight. Good. 3. Your legs getting tired? 2. It's a little dusty out here, so I'm kind of starting to do the splits. 1. I think that might have been 4 more. Come on up and switch legs. So remember, you want the longer part of your tube to the outside. Get wide in your lunge. Take your hand into your handle into your left hand. Shoulders and chest, hips squared. Good. Make sure your left knee is right over your left ankle. And open and close. And make sure that it's tight enough. So if it's not, adjust it. The nice thing about the tube is you can always adjust it. You can take it with you when you're traveling. It's light, fits neatly in your suitcase. You can do this workout just about anywhere other than the ball, but I'm not going to use it a whole lot today. Good. 1 more. Turn the hand over, palm faces you, and just lift. So imagine you're just drawing your sword partway out of the sheath and put it back in. Your sword, because I know you have one that you carry around. Good. Pull straight out so that elbow just comes to 90 degrees. Make sure that you're not opening here yet or bending at the wrist. 3. Stay deep in your lunge. 2. 1. Loosen the tube just a little. Pull, open, close, and release. So I know some of you ladies out there have trouble with your shoulders, and this is almost impossible. So you are totally welcome to do it right here without the tube. Good. Can you feel it work? You're working against gravity, you're working rotation. So you're working just as much in a way that is safe and healthy for your body. Good. 2. And 1 more. Try to keep that elbow at 90 degrees. And switch hands. Make sure you're deep in your lunge and press overhead. Good. Try to keep your ribs drawing to your hips so you don't let them open up as you reach. Stay tight in your middle. Good. Press. Exhale. I'm starting to do the splits here. Make sure that knee stays right over your ankle for support. Your legs are feeling it. Good. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good job. And shake out your legs. All right, set that to the side. You're gonna hold on to your chair. Put your heels together, toes out. Squeeze your glutes and stand tall. Think about wrapping the backs of your thighs towards the center in the back. So you're engaging all the way from the top, all the way down. Come up on your tippy toes and lower. Good. Up and lower. You can add an arm if you want. Feel like you're doing something else. Good. Up, out, in, and down. Ooh, you need some music to go with it. Good. 1 more set. Good. Now come up on the tippy toes. Bend the knees. Lower the heels. And zip the legs up. Let's reverse, because I like to end with this one. Bend the knees first. Lift the heels. And straighten the legs nice and slow. Lower the heels. Good. Bend. Lift. Wrap the backs of the thighs towards the center and zip the legs up. Try to press those heels closer. If I didn't have my shoes on, I'd be able to get my heels a little closer. Good. Bend. Lift. Zip up the legs nice and slow and lower. Reverse. Up high. Bend the knees. Lower the heels. Now really take your time. Tuck the tail in the back. Squeeze from the backs of the thighs as you zip. The backs of the thighs. Did I clarify? Good. Or enunciate rather. Bend. Lower and zip those legs up. Good. Lift. Bend. Lower and zip. One more. Really squeeze the glutes on this one. Squeeze the glutes as you rise. Good job. Toes together, heels out. One more set of calf raises. Good. Up on those tippy toes. Squeeze little pulses at the top. Nice. Think about your body. Are you in a nice straight line from your tailbone to the crown of your head? Lift and lower. Lift. 3, 2. Can you feel your feet working hard as well? Good. Your feet, ankles, legs.